Hi everyone, it's Catherine from Too Busy to Blog. I actually have 5 hours a week to work. Yay! I'm so happy! My daughter is at nursery, so I've actually got 5 hours, and I thought I would take a little bit of time out of my 5 hours to pop in and give you a little tip for what to do if you have too many ideas and not enough time. Which is totally me, because I'm always getting ideas for my various projects that I want to do. I've got loads of projects and I'm always getting ideas for different things sort of within those subheadings, like boop, 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 all day long. So if you're like me and you haven't got time to cope with all these ideas, then here's a little tip of what to do. So tip 1 is to write everything down. If you don't write everything down, you are totally going to forget what to do. If you're like me, you just think, oh yeah, I'll remember that, but then you never remember it. So you really have to write every little idea down as soon as possible after you've had it. What's my next tip? Oh yeah, my next tip is to put your idea in a temporary location until you have time to add it to your master idea log. So for me, I'll grab a bit of paper and write it on something like this, and then I'll pin it in my kitchen. So I actually have a kitchen notice board and I'll pin it on there, and I know that if it's on there, I'll be able to transfer it later on when I've got more time into my master log, my master ideas log. So have a temporary location to put your idea when you've written it down. So tip 3 is to have a master idea log, because if you don't have that, you're going to end up with all your ideas on little bits of paper all over the house, and you will never be able to remember them all or gather them all up, and they'll get missing and they'll go in the recycling, and your child will make a paper plane out of them or whatever. So have a notebook. And my 4th tip is to do with the notebook. I'm going to turn you around and show you that now. Here we are. You had a little glimpse of my living room there. Okay, so here's my notebook. So my tip is, I got a notebook with little sections like this, but it turned out that they weren't enough because I had more ideas than sections. And what I ended up doing was, whenever I had a new idea, I would put some here, I would put some over here, and put some over here, and it all became a bit higgledy-piggledy. So then I got these things, these little tabs, little sticky notes. So I've made little extra sections, so whenever I have a little idea, I will turn to the one and just add it at the bottom. So this one is daily out with a toddler. What else have I got? I've got 5-hour work week. That's something that's like a hiking thing I want to do. 10 hour, oh, that's a secret one that we'll find about later. Too busy to blog ideas. So anytime I just have an idea, as I am working these 5-hour work weeks, I'll get an idea of like a tip to make it easier, and I will write it down. Sorry about that shadow. But that is basically the tips. The last tip is, when you do it like this, when you've got enough ideas in your list, you can then batch them so that you can create your product in a batched way, which, as you know, is my preferred way of working. I was going to turn you around. Sorry about all that swizzling around. I have to do this really quickly because I've only got like 1 hour left, and this is how I work. I have to get things done in the way that I have to. So nice to see you again, and I'll be back again with another tip. Write everything down. Do not try and remember it. Write it down. Okay, bye.